the visual clear and the audio?
Yes, ma'am.
Om Sree. Om Sree Mathrey Namaha. Om Namo Venkatesaya. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Namaha. Dearies, Namaste. Let's learn explanation for chapter number 4. Can you hear me clearly? Ashtanga Yoga. This is an introduction to Ashtanga Yoga, which is given in this chapter. To my knowledge, I think this is the biggest in the entire Narayana, which has 15 shlokas. Kalyata Mama Purushvatati. We need some help for pursuing this bhakti path. To do some yogas, we need some help. So poet is asking for help for me, Purushvatavati. Kindly bestow some help for me, at least Tavati, at least that much. Kalyate Bhavat Upasanam, that is at least by which I can perform worship. Bhavat Upasanam. Yaya, by which Spashta, definitely Ashtavidha Yogacharya, definitely by that help which you are bestowing on me, I will do Ashtavidha Yogacharya, the 8-limbed yoga. That is Ashtanga Yoga. By practicing that, I would gain expertise in that 8-fold yogas and Pushtaya Ashu Tava. I will be nourished by that yoga. As you bestow me some health also, with that I will become expertise in this 8-fold yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and with thy grace I will attain it also. Afternoon, Tavatushtin, afternoon. By thy grace I will be nourished by the bestowed health. I will be nourished, and definitely by practicing this Ashtanga Yoga, I will attain the goal. So let me have some good health, says the poet. Kindly bestow me some good health, at least to worship it. That much of health at least, please bestow on me, with which I will perform thy worship, by which I will definitely do Ashtanga Yoga and attain what is required for this bhakti. With thy grace I will attain it, says the poet. Understood? Shall I proceed to the next shloka? But carefully, the slokas are very, it's sorry, two lines only it is there, it is very easy. But kindly listen to be attentive because it gives many information about how to get liberation. Brahmacharya dridhatabhir yamai. Brahmacharya, through the observances, that is self-control mainly. Brahmacharya means self-control, the strict continence, we say. What is that strict continence? That is only yamai. Yama, the ability to voluntarily control the bladder. Voluntarily, we will be able to control the bladder. That is even any discharge from the body. All those things we will be able to control, including the urinary bladder and the bowel movement also. Everything, retaining the bodily discharges without letting it out. That is the yamai, strict continence. Ability to voluntarily control the bladder and bowels. The ability to retain the body discharges within us, which will give powers. So that is brahmacharya. Being brahmacharya without discharging the bodily discharges. Strictly following that. And that is called yama. Yama. Aplavadi. Aplavadi niyamaischa partha. Niyamai. Niyama is the daily duties. First one is first limb of yoga, that is yama. Yama is in the Ashtanga yoga, 8-limb yoga. The first limb of that yoga is yama, where we follow the moral discipline. It's strict, we following to be a brahmacharya and controlling his choice. And in this second one, that is the niyama. Second limb of the Ashtanga yoga is niyama. Niyama, what we do? The positive duties, observances, that is disciplines. Disciplines of daily bath, like rules of right conduct, following all those things, by which pavita means getting purified by that. The first one, as I said, the first limb of Ashtanga Yoga, Yama, has 3 things to be done. That is the celibacy, non-violence, and truth that must be followed, and brahmacharyan, self-control, all that. Like strict continence without discharging anything from the body. Then it is niyama, the second limb, which will purify by daily bath, routines, rules and regulations, following rules and regulations of strict conduct, all that, those disciplines. By doing this is niyama, the second limb. That is what is told in the first line about yama and niyama, the 2 limbs, the first 2 limbs of the yoga, the basic things that is required to follow this Ashtanga yoga. Preparing ourselves, please. Kurumahe, I shall practice this. Dridhamami, firmly. Dridham, firmly I shall practice these, following the observances, traditions and customs, and which are telling us what to do, the daily activities regularly, and obeying the specific religious rituals which are there. By doing all those things, I shall practice firmly. Dridhamami, all these. Dridham, firmly, these. Ami means all these. Sukhasanam, Pankajadyam api, either in the pose of Sukhasana or Padmasana. Pankajadyam api is Padmasana or Sukhasana, taking that posture comfortably. Va bhavat para. Bhavat para means it is for meditation that we are preparing to meditate on the means. Poses. This talks about, the second line talks about the poses. Those poses are the third limb of the Ashtanga. That is called asana. First limb is yama, the second one is niyama, and then the third one is asana, the third limb of Ashtanga. So all these three are told in this sloka, second sloka. The three limbs are spoken. So for the three yamas which we have to follow, the celibacy, the truth, and the non-violence, along with the brahmacharyam, the self-control, and the strict continence, and then that is the yama, and the niyamas, bathing, cleaning of mind also. It is not just bathing the body, cleansing the mind also, and then meditation. See, for meditation, we are talking. So, it is also bathing, cleaning the mind also, and the meditation comes in that meaning. And then assuming asana, with the sukhasana or the padmasana. So the three limbs of Ashtanga yoga is spoken clearly in this. Understood the three limbs which is told here? Have you understood the second shloka? Tell me, let me listen. Okay. Oh. So after completing these three, next procedure in Ashtanga yoga. I have done this yama, niyama is there. I have prepared for all those things, and then now asana is also chosen, whether it is sukhasana or padmasana posture, with which we are ready for meditation. Sukhasana is a comfortable posture, or if you are able to do padmasana, it's also suggested. Tara. Already we discussed about this. It's a Taraka mantra, that is Om, which contains three letters, A-U-M, which must be Antara Anuchintya Santatam. That must be without break. Anuchintya means not telling it out. The mind should keep on chanting Om continuously without any break. Preparing for the meditation now, to go deep for that yoga. By chanting that, what we have to do, this is already known, which we have discussed earlier, but it is given Pranayama Abhiyam. By continuously chanting in the mind Om, after that, the breath, regulating the breath within the body. Pranavayam Abhiyam. The breath thus regulating the body, and Nirmala is purifying it with that. Taking the breath in and out, inhalation, exhalation, doing all those things, all those processes which we have already discussed earlier in the in some chapters. Hope you remember, towards the last chapters of Narayanīyam. I spoke to you about Puraka, Rechaka, Kumbhaka, Antara Kumbhaka, Bhakya Kumbhaka, remember? Inhalation, breath retention, exhalation, all those things we spoke about. The pranayama. Pranayama, which is the fourth limb of the Ashtanga, right? By doing that, purifying within, by circulating the blood, purifying it in the body. After the purification is done, the Indriyani Vishayana, relating to the Indriyas, the senses. Now, what we have to do after this pranayama, continuously chanting Om in the mind and then taking in the Vayu, air, the breath, and circulating it in the body, purifying it by Purvaka, Puraka, Rechaka, Kumbhaka, and all that. After that, withdrawing the sense organs from the sense objects. Sense organs, ears, nose, touch, skin, all that. Eyes, ears, skin, nose, all that. Sense organs, from that, withdrawing that from the sense objects, that is touch, smell, taste, sight, hearing, all those things must be. Withdrawing the hearing from the ears, separating it. It must not be heard. Nothing from outside must be heard. So even if someone touches you, you will not know. You should not know. The skin, which is the sense organ, by the touch, the sense object, it must not get affected. That preparation, preparing the body and mind like that for the next step. Withdrawing the sense organs from the sense objects. This is the fifth limb of Ashtanga Yoga, which is called pratyahara. That is withdrawing the sense organs from the sense objects. That is what is told. Indriyani Vishayat Ata Apahrit Asmahe Bhavat, and then withdrawing them, that is why Indriyani Vishayat Apahritya means withdrawing the sense organs from the sense objects. Apahritya means, Atapahritya means withdrawing. Asmahe Bhavat Upasana Unmukha. We. Generally, it is telling we, the poem is saying, we, for all of us, we will be ready or prepared, Upasana Unmukha, to meditate. We will be prepared or we will be ready by all these things to meditate on thee, is the meaning. So the fourth limb is Pranayama, which includes that Puraka, Rechaka, Kumbhaka, Thak, Kumbhaka, and Bhagya Kumbhaka. And then chanting Om inside the mind, in the mind continuously without stopping. With that pranayama, purifying the mind and body by circulating the blood. And then that is called pranayama. And withdrawing the sense organs from the sense objects, which is the fifth level, pratyahara. That is also done, and now we are ready for the meditation. Okay? Understood this? One of you tell me whether you've understood, then I will proceed to. Well understood? Yes. The next one. Next. Asphute vapushi te prayatanato. Asphute vapushi means asphute is like mist, hazily, not very clear, as if the mist is being formed like that. When we, the next step, this is when we try to focus on thy form, vapushi te. It is like not very clear. It's not very clear. We are just closing the eyes. It is not clear or distinct because of the haze or fog or misty, unclear form we are able to see in the meditation. Prayatanato means putting effort. Thy form is perceived hazily, unable to install in mind. It is not clear. Properly, we are not able to install that form in mind. With great effort, prayatana. Dharayema. Dhara means, dharayema means to focus. Dhishana, mind, focus, focused concentration is dharayema. Dhishana, in mind, muhur, again and again concentrating, because I'm not able to see it clearly. It is very distinct. We're not very clear at all, thy form. So I'm trying to concentrate on that, but I'm not able to. Again and again, I'm putting effort for that focused concentration. I make it to focused concentration. So that focus and by doing this again and again, tena bhakti rasam antarardrata. By doing this again and again, we attain the joy of the divinity, melting of the heart for divinity. Through the bliss that is obtained in that meditation, our bhakti will grow and it is overflowing. That bhakti will overflow when we do that focused concentration. We are trying to do it again and again when the form is not clear, thy form is not clear. Again and again trying to reach that, to see the form clearly, we will start to focus. That is focused concentration, which will grow the bhakti, and our heart will melt for that. It will become soft and overflowing of that bliss of devotion. Udvahema, and then shall attain the melting heart. Okay. Bhavat Angri Chintaka. Bhavat Angri Chintaka. We who meditate on thy lotus feet, we will do this by focused concentration, which is the sixth limb, which is called Dharana, the sixth limb of Ashtanga Yoga. That is focused concentration. Understood? The next one. Visphuta Vayava Bheda Sundaram. With distinctly clear limbs, now we are able to see. But in the previous sloka, it was not very clear. Again and again putting effort to see that our heart melts in bhakti of that bliss which is overflowing. With great effort, fixing our mind on his lotus feet, our heart melts and slowly the form is becoming clear. And with that deep meditation, only when it goes deep, you can measure it. There is no separate instrument to measure the, the intensity, the depth of your devotion. You can measure it by yourself. When the focus becomes concentrated and then you're able to see the clear form, you are fully focused. When it diminishes or slightly fades, then it is coming down. The focus is coming down. Again, if it is brighter, then you can measure it by yourself. You are the you can do it intuitively only. Nothing can be can come and hinder you. It is your own process. Freely you can practice it. Even to measure the dream, there is an instrument called electrooculogram. But there is no instrument to measure this. It is only between us and the Supreme. It's all that we are the rulers and we are the ministers. We should do everything. Everything must be under our control on all these things. Now, Visputavayam, now with distinctly clear limbs, Bheda Sundaram, very beautiful form. Tat Vapu, Suchira, Sheelana Vachan, Sheelana Vachan, Suchira. Since we have had a very long practice of this focused concentration, the earlier step, the sixth step, that is Dharana, that has given now very clear picture, very clear form, beautiful form it is, which is obtained by long practice, very clear limbs, hands and legs, it is all very clear, beautiful, without any ashrama. Ashramam manasi chintayama. Hey, we shall contemplate deeply, thinking about the without any effort. Now, in this stage, in the seventh limb of Ashtanga Yoga, very easily, effortlessly, we will be able to do this, because we know we have already measured and calculated with Dharana how much of effort is needed to bring the original form in front of us. So, we know very well how to bring it clearly. So, once it is brought, without any effort, much effort, anytime we can go to that stage and think of it. That kind of meditation we will be able to achieve. We shall contemplate Chintayamahe Dhyana Yoga Niratastvat Ashraya. We who have taken refuge in the Ashraya, refuge in thee, that is Ashraya, Tvat Ashraya. We who have taken refuge in thee, intending on meditation of thy beautiful form, which has been clearly brought to our minds after long practice, without any effort, we shall contemplate on that form, thy beautiful form is the meaning. And such a practice of meditative absorption of that form is called the seventh limb dhyana. Okay, first limb, yama, then niyama, then asana, then what did you learn? Pranayama, pratyahara, and then dharana. Now dhyana. That is over. Now, understood the dhyana, the seventh limb? So now the eighth one. Not the eighth, sorry, the sixth sloka. I think we will be talking about the eighth limb. Dhyayata sakala murti idrishin. Those who meditate on such a beautiful form, which we are able to see in front of us during meditation, we are seeing a form. So what is that form? Saguna form. We have earlier discussed, remember, Saguna Brahman. That is Saguna Brahman. Because he is having the form. Unmishan Madhurata, which is this aspect of the Saguna form is so beautiful and very sweet, because we are able to see the form of dying. So, Unmishan Madhurata, experiencing the sweetness. Madhurata. Hrit Atmanam. Our minds are captivated by this. It will make us to do again and again. It is an ecstasy. So, if someone gets addicted, what do they do in this world? They try to get it again and again. They fall for the addiction. This is much more countless times addictable process. So, our minds will get captivated by doing this. Seeing thy Saguna form, you will love to see it again and again, and we'll try to sit for long in that meditation. or fix a time and wait for the time to come. If we are in the family and we are bound to the duties, also we can bring our mind to this state. It is not at all mixed. You should not mix it. When it is mixed and so many other thoughts come to our mind, what will happen? This dharana will become difficult. Without dharana, you cannot proceed to the next step. Dharana is very difficult to practice. It will take much time. But if you can focus and you can bring that state, then you can see the form clearly. And then our minds are captivated. Then Sandramodara Sarupam Antaram, of that form which is a concentrated inward joy, the bliss flowing inside, in that bliss, rasam, nectar bliss, we will be drenched in that form's vibration, that bliss, nectar flowing form. We will keep enjoying that pleasant and sweetest experience from within us, inward enjoyment and bliss. Antaram, introvert. Antaram means introvert. Without outside contact, no contact with external subjects, external objects, no contact. Entirely only contact with the divine in the meditation, full focus, full concentration, enjoying the bliss, that state. Completely out of this world. Completely out of this world. Completely with no contact with external object is antaram. Our mind is taken to that state. Brahma Rupam Ayi Te Avabhasate. What happens when we are totally into that bliss, concentrating only in that form? Because earlier, by withdrawing the senses itself, it is prepared, the mind is prepared to go into this state. So after crossing this dharana, I don't have to go back to that pratyahara and other things. That is already done by me. So I can directly come for the meditation mode. Quickly I can come to this sixth limb, dharana, at any time. And then focus. If I have mastered it, quickly I can go to dharana and then come for the meditation. And if it is well practiced, direct meditation. So what we are calling in this world as meditation, just closing the eyes and doing pranayama, is not meditation. It has so much in it. Then, Brahma Rupa Ayi Te Avabhasate. We are focusing on this and enjoying the bliss. As we enjoy the bliss, the sweetness which is experienced by the concentrated saguna form, due to that focus and that enjoyment, slowly this form, this saguna Brahman, will start to show its nirguna. It will change off to the nirguna. So you will not see the form again. You will start, it will shine by itself and it will show its, the Brahman is experienced. So the Saguna Brahman, which gets transformed to the realization of Nirguna Brahman. The Brahman, the Supreme, it will reveal by itself. It will be revealed by itself. We will start realizing the Nirguna Brahman, but it will come to us by itself on properly doing all these things. So this stage is called Samadhi or the Ashtanga Yoga. It will be understood by itself in the mind. This is all mind process. So realizing Saguna Brahman, which will get transformed to Nirguna Brahman, the realization of the truth. Brahman, the reality, will show it by itself. Understood? It's a color. It will be violet. It will show its color. So these are all experienced by people and told. Then, have you understood these 8 steps? So the Brahman, Nirguna aspect of Brahman then shines. Brahma Rupa ite avabhastete. Understood till this? So far we have spoken about this 8 limbed yoga, Ashtanga yoga, the 8 things. In Tamil, for Yama, they say Yamam. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, pratyahara, Dharana, dhyana, and Samadhi. Okay? Shall I proceed to the next shloka? So now, Tat Samasvadana Rupinim Sthithim. When I have attained this stage, Tat Samasvadana Rupini Sthithim. When I have attained the state of experiencing thee as Brahman, it is Samadhi. It is also called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That is free from duality, union, merging, free from duality. It's a Nirvikalpa Samadhi, it is called. So after this, experiencing the Brahman, Tvat Samadhim Ayi Vishwanayaka, O Lord of Universe, Vishwanayaka. After experiencing this, thus established in Samadhi, in thee. Now, after establishing the Samadhi state, having attained Ashrita, having attained Unarata again. Parichyutao. Parichyutao means whenever the mind slips down. Sometimes it happens. Not sometimes. If we are in the household activities, we are still in the family and all that. When we are in that state, after seeing Brahman also, suddenly we will slip down because of some distraction. Or anyway, we have to come back to this world, worldly activities. That is why people leave the family and they take that renunciation. Or they go to some forest for practicing all these things. They stay away from the family. They go to, on those days, why rishis all went to forests to do tapa, to do penance? Why did they live in forests, eating the fruits which were obtained from the trees or the forests? Because they want to concentrate. Now, being in the city life, it is very difficult to concentrate. So in those days itself, they have gone like that for Tell me, you are asking about me. You are asking me about my experience in this. That we should not tell. No. It is better that people who do this, practice this, they don't really share anything. Okay? It must be like that. Let's now just talk about the poet's experience. So when we attain that state of experiencing that sweetness, Brahman itself, we become free from the duality. Me, this is God. That state will not be there. Everything is one. I'm God. That state of mind will arise. So, having attained this, again, whenever we slip, in case we slip, then we should again go this dharana. From there, we have to start. That is what is told here. Then, Arabhe mahicha dharanadhikam means what? I will start from dharana. If I sleep, after attaining Brahman, that is not going to go. Again, quickly they can bring it back. For other people, normal people, it cannot happen immediately, whereas people who have practiced it and have merged with Brahman can easily bring to their minds without doing that yama, niyama and other things, pranayama, pratyahara, other things. They can directly come to this dharana, and then they can focus and bring to dhyana state and then samadhi. Immediately they will get it. If they know the focus, the intensity of the process, so they can quickly bring. The next thing is, that is what is told. Arabhe mahicha dharanadikam. Again, dharana and other practices I will do and attain it again with practice. The sixth stage. From sixth stage, practice. Again, that is what is told. That samadhi, having attained, from there, if mind slips from it, I will again restart from the beginning. For them, beginning is sixth stage. For who have already seen this Brahman. Or they can even quickly come to the samadhi state of, it depends on the practice or the depth in the dharana, that is the focus concentration, depends everything on that sixth stage. Shall I proceed to the next one? Yes, so Ashtanga Yoga is now discussed. All these 8 stages are discussed. Then someone's mic is on, please check. இவ்வளவு நேரம் எங்க போயிட்டு நீங்க? எல்லாமே கொடுக்கலங்க. I am telling you the words separately. In some it is given, in some withdrawing. We are withdrawing the sense organs from sense objects, right? Okay. That is called pratyahara. That is called. Maybe the word is not given here, I think. Withdrawing the sense organs from the sense objects. That is lokam. Ithabhyasan. In this manner, practicing, it is given as nirbharullasat. It is anirbhara ullasat. That means that divine joy which we have experienced, the divine joy, we become self-supporting. Nobody else need to come and give you something like injection or a booster to or like any beverage. Now start. It is within us and we support ourselves. So we freely enjoying that happiness. It is only with us. It is only to me. Only I am going to do that. There is no work for somebody else to come and do. So I can practice at any time, whether you are in a family or with any other work, you are busy with something else. Also, we can control our mind and bring it to this. After this yama and niyama, you can easily try to get into that. Dharana, many people are not able to come out of the dharana stage because always when they close eyes, it is coming to their minds all day. That's been like things which we are experiencing in life only will come. So it will take much time to move from there. So maybe some people are calling that as dhyana, closing eyes and trying to seek something and bringing all the clouds like activities, their activities and problems to the mind. Now, after experiencing all these things, a person becomes very free to do it anytime because whenever he feels like enjoying it, he can get it. So self-supporting. Nirbhara ullasat. Anirbhara ullas. Ikham abhyasan. Abhyasana nirbhara is given. So it is abhyasan anirbhara ullasat. Tat paratma sukha. Thy supreme bliss. Kalpita utsava, resulting, that supreme bliss which is resulting from the experiences of that Brahman and reveling in it. And in that, enjoying pleasure in that, enjoying great pleasure in that supreme bliss about which we were talking all these days, that supreme bliss has been obtained as a result of that divine joy experience. Mukta, bhakta, Uda, maulitam gata. As a result of that, the practitioner becomes one among the devotees of time, liberated ones. He becomes one among the liberated ones and the best. Maulitam gata, attaining the supremacy among us, the clan of Kula is given. Mukta Bhakta Kula. Among the clan of liberated devotees, he becomes the supreme one, attaining the supremacy that he becomes one in that. But he will be one among us. Sancharane, freely will move about freely. Naradadivat, Shukha Naradadivat. Shukha, like Narada. We have heard about Narada. Shukha, you know who is Shukha? For those who don't know. Huh? What's that? Okay. Any information about him? Okay, let me share one or two instance about him. For those who don't know, who people may be knowing much more better than me. I'm just, for those who don't know, let me tell why he is quoted here. Always Narada only we talk about. Shukha is also brought here. Generally, in Sanskrit, Shukha is parrot. This one is a sage who is parrot-headed, often depicted as a parrot-headed. He is a son of Vyasa. He is a revered great sage and the son of revered sage Vyasa, who is credited with organizing the Vedas and Puranas. He is the main narrator of Bhagavata Purana. Shukha. He is often depicted as a parrot-headed figure. He mastered all the knowledge from Brihaspati. Shukha is called Shukha because of his parrot head. He is parrot head because Vyasa got fascinated for a parrot and he is born to a parrot and Vyasa. That is why he is parrot head. This is a small instance about Shukha. He is a son of Vyasa. Remember this. Something we must know about the name, what is mentioned, isn't it? Yes or no? Just like that, reading a script. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Shall I proceed to the next one? Like Shuka and Narada and others, he will also, the liberated one, after crossing this Ashtanga Yoga, after clearly seeing Brahman and merging with Brahman, he becomes one with Brahman, and he keeps roaming freely. Some people will be among us, we do not know. So like them. The next, Tvat Samadhi Vijaye Tu Yapuna, on attaining the Samadhi in the Tu Yapuna, he indeed again, Mankshu Moksharasikat Kramenava. He wants to get that liberation immediately. This liberation is this oneness merging has happened already. This liberation is getting out of the body is now required or later required gradually. Mankshu moksha rasika kramena rasika kramena. He wants to get liberated immediately and go off with Brahman, or gradual liberation. He can choose it. See what a wonder. Yoga Vashyam Anilam Shadashiraye. Yoga Vashyam. He will gain the yogic powers. With his powers, Anilam is controlling the vital energy, controlling the vital breath. Now already he has done pranayamam and everything, the senses are all under his control. So slowly, without doing much of anything from outside with any tools or instruments, see what all has obtained. He has got the powers of the yoga. So controls the breath. He controls the breath, vital energy. Shadashiraye, through the 6 energy centers. What are the energy centers? The chakra. Right from the Mooladhara, Swadhishtanam, Manipurakam, Anahatam, Vishuddhi Agnya. Through the vital energy centers, he can take his life breath and he can attain immediate liberation also. Because everything is under his control, he can just pull and come out. That is one thing. So he can decide. Unnayati Aja. Aja means the birthless one. To the Lord he is addressing. Unnayati. He raises up his vital energy through this 6 energy centers. He knows from where he should come, where he should start. Kundalini Shakti, and through which everything, the brain, spinal cord, through the other chakras, the 6 energy centers, he will raise up his vital energy and he knows when to come out of it. So the death date is decided by him. So, birthless one, we are calling either the going to be liberated, that soul, or the Brahman. Both are same here because he has merged. Sushumnaya Shanai. So along with the sushumna nadi, slowly bringing the vital breath to the sushumna nadi. Is it clear? Some call came and... can you hear me clearly? Yes. And the visual is also okay? Yes. So the central energy channels are the 6 chakras. Through those chakras, what will, excuse me. So in yogic and spiritual traditions, they talk about the sushumna. What is the sushumna nadi? Just as I told about Chukka, I'll just tell 2-3 lines so that we can proceed. The central energy channels, which is considered as the pathway of the spiritual growth. And this Kundalini energy to raise, which is originating from the base of the spinal cord and extending to the crown of the head. Understood this? That Kundalini energy raises from the spinal cord and it extends to the crown chakra, the head, Sahasrara. The central energy channels of the Sushumna Nadi is often referred to as the central part or the middle part. It is believed to start at the base of spinal cord only, where the Kundalini energy is said to reside, and travels upwards to the Sahasrara chakra, the crown chakra. And then it is very crucial. This Sushumna Nadi is considered very crucial for the spiritual growth, meditation, awakening of Kundalini energy. For all these things, Sushumna Nadi, no, Sushumna nerve, that is purifying and opening the Sushumna Nadi is very important. It will give passage for the vital energy to travel, then only. Through this Sushumna Nadi only it should happen. Purifying and opening the Sushumna Nadi is seen as a key step in preparing for awakening of Kundalini. The powerful energy is Kundalini, which is at the base of the spine. So it is often related and discussed with Pingala and Ida Nadis. Ida and Pingala Nadis. That is, which are considered as a left and right energy channels. You understand what I'm talking? Or it is, if it is too high, then we can leave it. I'll just give a slight brief it and I'll just leave. That Ida is left side energy channel. And just to say what is Sushumna Nadi, I'm trying to bring out something. Left nostril and the right nostril. So there's Ida and Pingala Nadis, which is related to the Sushumna Nadi. Left one, these are energy channels. And practices like yoga, pranayama, breath control, and meditation are used to purify and open the Sushumna Nadi. Sushumna Nadi is only the prime part through which it is liberated. The soul is liberated. So for meditation itself, practicing like this Ashtanga yoga, pranayama, breath control and meditation are used to purify and open the Sushumna Nadi. That is why it is spoken of along with Sushumna Nadi. It facilitates the flow of energy and it awakens the Kundalini. For awakening of that Kundalini Shakti, Sushumna Nadi, it facilitates the flow. So that must be opened. So, to direct this energy through the Sushumna Nadi is seen in the path of liberation or enlightenment. So, of the three, that is Sushumna, Ida, Pingala, the energy parts, the nadis through which the prana, life force flows. Life force flows through these nadis only, because we breathe through that only, Ida and Pingala. In that, Ida is often told as the lunar and feminine, and it's a cooling channel, Ida, the left side. And the Pingala, the solar and the male, warming channel it is. Associated, lunar, moon, associated with the moon, Ida, feminine. In the left side of the body, which is associated with left side of the body, left nostril. Scientifically, if we have to talk, it is connected and associated to the parasympathetic nervous system, which represents coolness, calmness, and relaxation as the moon. So it is feminine. And the Pingala is a solar or masculine, which is associated with the right side of the body, the right nostril. And it is associated with the sympathetic nervous system. And it represents warmth, activity, and arousal. So it is linked to sun and the masculine principle. So this is just a briefing. Now, what happens? The in between this Ida and Pingala is this sushumna. Sushumna nadi, through which the vital energy flows to the Sahasrara, is the middle place between the Ida and Pingala, Sushumna nadi, which travels through the Agnya and then to the Sahasrara, to the crown chakra. Understood? So, the liberated one, what he will do, he will raise up the life-giving breath from down from Kundalini, and he will raise it in between the Ida and Pingala and travel through the Sushumna Nadi and decide whether he wants to stay here or to leave the body. He can decide. Rest we will see in the next shloka. Shall I proceed? And who does it is that Nirvikalpa, when they find this without differentiate. Nir means what? I told you this is just Samadhi is written. Nirvikalpa Samadhi is without differentiation between the two. Free from duality, often referring to the state of consciousness beyond the limitations. Nirvikalpa means without differentiation, limitations, and doubt. Vikalpa means doubt. Nir means without any doubt. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, without any doubt that he has been liberated or he has become one with Brahman. Such a person can decide on his own what he should do, whether to bring his vital energy through this sushumna now or later. Mangshu moksha rasika kramena. The next shloka. Lingadeham api. Lingadeham means the subtle body. It is said there are many sheets. They say the sukshma sarira. Lingadeham api, even the subtle body also, santya jannatho. Giving that also, giving up that also, liyate tvayi pare niragraha. He merges with thee in the supreme Brahman. Niragraha, one who is desireless. He will, that is one who is, after this stage, what is that desire, you might ask? Leaving all the desire only, we are coming to this stage of Samadhi. What is that desireless niragraha? Let's see. Urdhvaloka kutukitu murdhatam. But the one who is desired to go to Urdhvaloka, higher spiritual worlds that we call as after the earth, after Bhu, Bhuvar, Swar, Mahar, like that, if he likes to travel. Murdhatam, through the, what he will do, Sardham eva Karanayiraniriyate. If he desires to see other worlds, Niriyate, he goes out, Niriyate, with, along with Sardhameva means along with that subtle body, he goes away. That is, if the liberated soul, if the liberated person wants to see the other worlds, can we go with this body? We can't. So he knows the subtle body. With that, what he will do, he will take the breath from the Kundalini, he will take his life breath, traveling through the opening, the Ida, in between Ida and Pingala. He will open that sushumna nadi, which is already open. He will travel through that, and through that orifice, that is the hole in the head, sahasrara, that is 1,000-petaled lotus. That opening it will be there, orifice, head opening in the crown chakra. He will bring that energy, take it to the sushumna, and he will travel through this and come out. Such a soul can go to the other worlds. If he is not interested to go like that, if he is not interested in going to other lokas, Brahma and other lokas, he would raise the breath to the middle point of the eyebrow, to the Agnya Chakra, this place. He will leave his, it is said, you should know the subtle form, the gross form, the micro self and the macro self. He will leave his life breath through this Agnya Chakra. That is why we keep saying, usually I keep saying to people who come for Suvasani Puja with me, to our houses or in our pujas when they come, when I happen to keep kumkum for them, I humbly request them not to keep sticker bindis. Sticker bindis, they cover this portion. Only kumkum must be applied. Kumkum, chanting, and this turmeric. And I request them not to close this place with the sticker. Don't put a screen, because this is the Agnya Chakram where the goddess lives. And through this, if this is covered, many things will not be understood. The spiritual language I'm talking about, those may not be understood. Here is the place where we meditate and see the Lord. Here only we do that Dharana. If it is covered, then where to look for? So I tell them humbly not to cover this place with sticker bindis. Rather, they can decorate it with turmeric and kumkum and worship there. That is why I keep insisting not to use sticker bindis. When they say I'm not comfortable because the kumkum is coming, it is pouring down with sweats. If you want, you can place it a little above, but try not to use. That is what I keep saying. So this is through Agnya Chakram, as a micro form, he will come out and merge off with the macro form, the Brahman, the main theme. So he who wants to visit other worlds would pierce his head and will get out of this body in the micro form. Or he wants to roam in he wants to see the world. So he will pierce this and come out. His life energy. Because they know, they have well realized what is Brahman, what is truth, what is required for this body, why we have been born here. what I should do to explore and how to reach, because they are without desire. They've given up everything. What is very important, and the bliss is also experienced, and they are reveling in that bliss only. So that ecstasy will make them to do that. You will bring the life force, energy, and take it through the sushumna and pierce from here and come out. And they will go to all the worlds. So don't have that desire also to go there, will bring his life energy, the Agnya Chakram, and come out and merge with Brahman directly. It is up to him whether it is immediate or later. That is what is said, Satya Mukti. That is immediate mukti is called Satya Mukti, to merge immediately. Immediately after the thing, he will merge. It is at his own will. He will get mukti. Krama Mukti is there. That Krama Mukti is gradually becoming, taking liberation. He can even roam about in the world, do some good for the people, because he's very powerful. Seeing or speaking or whatever becomes very powerful. So he can do some good for the society, and also later on he can decide to leave. And then also, whether he wants to go to the other worlds or he wants to merge with Brahman is his decision. If he wants to merge with Brahman, immediately he will come through the Agnya Chakra. Micro self will come through the Agnya Chakram and merge off with the Brahman immediately from the Sadhyam. And if he wants later, for some reason he wants to continue here and he is still practicing that, merging is done, but he wants to do something in the world, he can take his own time to merge with Brahman anytime through Agnya Chakram, or he can pierce at any time from here. Even if it is Krama Mukti also, he can gradually take the decision to pierce and come out from the crown chakra. Through that orifice, hole is there. Through that orifice, he will pierce and go. At that time, what happens when he pierces and goes? Let's see. Agni Vasara Lakshya Valarksha Akshagai. The daytime, fire, daytime, Agni, fire, Vasara is daytime, bright fortnight, that is Shukla Paksha, the full moon. On that Uttarayana Jushacha Daivatai, the deity of all these, that is deity of Agni, deity of the daytime, and then deity of Shukla Paksha, Uttarayana, all these deities. There will be depicted gods for all these things. Those gods will take him. Prapito Ravi Padam Bhavat Paro. He who is devoted to the Bhavat Paro will be taken by all these deities to the plane of the sun, Ravi Pada. First, they will take him. This is about the person who is piercing and going out to see the world. Other worlds he wants to go. So he is piercing the orifice in the crown chakra, Sahasrara, and coming out. So these deities will take him to the plane of the sun. After going there, that devotee, that is called summer solstice, in that place, while he will enjoy all the facilities, divine bliss there, of the various realms, going to other realms also. In the next, he is led to the Dhruva Padanta Niyate. Modavan means who is enjoying. Modavan Dhruva Padanta Niyate. He is also taken till the Dhruva Lokam, is the meaning here. Okay? Understood till this? Huh? The next. Astito atha maharalaye yada. So he will, astito means residing. Astito atha, residing there in Dhruva Maharalaye yatha. Then he goes to Maharaloka because he wants to see the worlds. Then he is taken to Maharaloka. There also he will enjoy the bliss. Who is in Maharaloka? I already discussed. There are souls which are advanced. There are sages living there. So with other sages, he will live in Maharaloka, enjoying the bliss. After that, Sheshavatra Dahanoshmanarthayate. Adisheshan will be emitting fire always. So he will not be able to bear the heat. So before Adisheshan lets out the heat, that happens before the Pralayam. So before that or during that time, he will leave that place and go to Brahmaloka. That is told in the next line. So then, starting to suffer from the heat of Adisheshan, he reaches Brahmaloka. Iyate bhavatu pashrayasthata vedasa pada. That is Brahmaloka. Vedasa means who's Brahma. His pada, to the world of Brahma, that is Brahmalokam. He reaches there. Iyate bhavatu pashrayayata, who has taken refuge in thee alone, will be then reaching Brahmaloka. Before, during that heat is emitted, at that time, due to the suffering of heat, or even before that, if he wants to leave, the heat is going to be emitted, he can go to the Brahmaloka. Is the meaning. Understood? The next shloka. Tatra va tava pade thava. There, either there, tatra in Brahmaloka, va tava pade. Even he can be in your abode also. Vaikunta. Either in Brahmaloka or in Vaikunta, he can choose to live. Or in thy world, Vaikunta. Tava pada. Vasan, residing, Prakrita Pralayayeti Muktatam. At the time of Prakrita Pralaya, that is the end of the life of a Brahma, because Brahma changes, each Brahma. The dissolutions at the end of the Maha Kalpa, which we have already discussed about Kalpas with you. So the 100 years, divine years of Brahma. Till that he can be in Brahmalokam or Vaikunta. After that he attains the liberation, oneness with the Lord. That is, he can merge as the same soul itself. Eti Muktata, he attains liberation. Already liberated from the world. So now merging, total merging only should happen. That any time he can do as he likes. Swachaya, on his own will. Swachaya. Swachaya. Swechaya. Swechaya means according to his will, his wish earlier also, or at his will even any time. Kalu pura api muchyate. He becomes liberated any time according to his swechaya. That is his will. Earlier also he can go. By what he will do, how he will go, how this liberation will happen. Some bhidya jagat andam ajasa. In like we might have seen in some divine films, God films or anything. Like the light, he is a light now. This is a path of light. So what he will do, he has become the light. He will travel forcefully, he will pierce into the Brahmanda and merge. He'll pierce through, the liberated one will pierce through the cosmic sphere with his yogic power, and he will vanish. Understood? This is what is given in this sloka. And the other one, what I told you is that orifies the whole in the head crown chakra, that is called Brahmarandra. How this is called Brahmanda? This person will, this liberated one who is seeing the worlds, he will see the worlds, and whenever he tries to merge completely, he doesn't want to be roaming as a soul, he will get into the sphere, and the Brahmanda is broken, and he's getting into that forcefully, piercing it. This is Brahmarandra. He's piercing here with all fires. It is called Brahmarandra. He is piercing that, and he is immediately emerging. This is coming out here. This Agnya Chakra coming out through Agnya Chakra will merge immediately with him. Who is seeing other. So once this liberated soul is once coming out and piercing here and coming out, going piercing the Brahmarandra, coming out of Brahmarandra, and after enjoying everything, getting into Brahmanda. Understood? The next slokam. Tasya cha kshiti payo maho anila dhyo mahat prakriti saptakavrati. Saptakavrati is tasya, that Brahmananda, that in that bliss, what he will do, he will, after piercing, he will associate himself, identify himself with other, this Saptakavriti, that is the 7 barriers of this cosmic sphere, that is earth, water, fire, all that. Kshiti, payo, maha, anila, water, earth, fire, air, space, nature, prakriti, with all these 7 barriers, he will identify himself with all that. From the beginning of time, what was there with all those? He enters the 7 sheets one by one and gets along with that, and he transcends. Tat amakata, atmakata, atmakataya, tat atmakataya, transcending by realizing his identity with each one of them in those 7 sheets, that water, air, fire, that all that he will be identified. In everything, he can check that he has got transcended the qualities of everything. He identifies himself with all those, enjoying the bliss, and spending with them also 7 barriers of cosmic sphere, transcending by realizing his identity with each one of them. Jathi reaches te Padam anavritam vibho, and then the unobstructed state, beyond all barriers, even crossing, transcending all these 7 barriers, also their unobstructed state, beyond all barriers. We go, all pervading Lord, he reaches. Understood? The last one. Archiradigatim. Archiradigatim idrishim brajan vichyutim na bhajate jagatpate. This archi means, as I told, it is light. Archi. That flame or light, it could mean Archiradi. because the soul is going and piercing into the sphere in a light form only, in a flame form, light form. So it is called Devayana. This is called Devayana, this term. That is the path of light. It is called Devayana. Like piercing as light. If a person who does this, who practices this kind of, not immediately merging, but going around the worlds, also seeing the seven sheets and crossing that barrier also, he is reaching Vishnu's path. This light path is called Vishnu's path. This path of light is Vishnu's path. So Archiradi Gati, Idrishem, after seeing all these things, crossing over or passing through all these things, Rajan, Vichyutim, Nabhajate, Jagatpate, one who goes to other worlds and who enters the seven sheets is never born again. He will never return to the samsara. Maybe the person who is merging with the Brahman through the Agnya Chakram, when he comes out, he might choose, if he wants to be born for some reason, to fulfill something, or he may be sent as a guru or as a guide for the world, but it is all his decision. As he doesn't want this birth, only he is merging. But this who is taking this orifice, who comes out of the Brahmarandra, who gets into the Brahmanda as Archi, the light, he is never born again. No downfall at all for him. He will stay ever as the Brahman himself. O Lord of Universe, Jagatpate, Satchitatmaka, Bhavat Gunodaya, oh, embodiment of pure existence, consciousness, oh, essence of divine joy, celestial. The Devayanam is like celestial vehicle. Like that, this path of light, who has reached, who is going through that Devayanam, who is the source of that Devayanam, who essence of divine joy, Ucharantam, the glory of thy excellences, Aniresha Pakimam, me who is singing always about thy excellences and glories. O Guruvayu, Lord of Guruvayu, protect me, Pakimam is the name. Understood? Any doubt? Any doubt? These things, please, I'm just requesting you all to go and listen to this chapter again, because then only you will understand properly. That's my suggestion. Kindly, if time permits, go through the chapter again. Listen to the class again. Shall we wind up for the day? Okay. See you all tomorrow. Chalungo. Okay. See you all tomorrow for the 5th chapter. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Om Shri Mathrey Namaha. Om Namo Venkatesaya. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.